This movement is what I call one leg deadlift. Single leg RDL is what I normally call it. You'll hear it called the one leg deadlift, the one leg stiff leg deadlift, etc., etc. Single leg RDL is what I'm going to call it. So there's a lot of progressions and regressions with this movement. So how much loading you do with it, whether you're holding on for something for balance, or are you loading it, are you holding two hands unloaded, using a barbell, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, etc. There's a lot of different ways you can go through this movement. I prefer to do this variation I'm showing you here because most people can pick up on it the quickest and we can focus on what we really want to focus on. And that is hitting a muscle and not just going through a movement. So what I'm going to do is perform it, talk a little bit more about it. I'm going to hold on very lightly about waist height with my hand that I'm on the same side as my supporting leg. I don't like opposites here. I just don't like it as much. I don't think I feel it right. So personal opinion, I can have my own opinion. So hold the dumbbell in my off hand. What I want to do is go to a T position with my body where I lower down to about a T and then raise back up. I'm barely hanging on with this left hand over here right now because I don't want to be pulling myself up with it. Another thing you notice I don't do, if we're talking upper body first, is I don't really reach towards the ground. I want to keep that shoulder in a nice packed position, keep my back in a nice flat position as well. Some cues with the back leg is I like to start with my glute squeeze, which straightens this back leg a little bit. And then I'm going to lift my heel to the ceiling and the sole of my foot towards the wall behind me to try to keep this leg nice and straight, because the number one thing I see is this hip rotation with this movement. This other leg, my knee is going to stay slightly unlocked. You can lock it if you choose. There's a little bit of difference that happens there. So slightly unlocked, lifting and not rotating, but lifting and staying here. Coming back up. So just going to that T position, coming back up. When I switch sides, I'll switch hands with the dumbbell and switch supporting hands and legs. And the leg that I'm supporting on, that's the one that I'm going to be working, that hamstring and glute area. I'll do these from rep ranges anywhere from 6 on the heavier side to about 12. I've done 20s before, so I stick in that 6 to 12 range. I really like 8s and 10s if we got to go right in the middle. But this is one that I pretty much seem to get sore from every single time I do it, so it really doesn't matter when. So obviously a deficiency for me. But this is a single leg RDL. If you have any questions, please make sure you can shoot them away, comment below.